Well, good evening, my epic peeps. How are you? I'm so used to saying good morning for the epic interviews, but it truly is. It's a beautiful evening. Um, I am not going to go through a long introduction because the whole purpose of this live broadcast is to connect with Gregg Kirk first, and then just to receive the energies through meditation, and through distance connecting. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring Gregg Kirk forward, and I just want to let you know that in addition to the meditation that'll start in a few minutes, is a little background information that I'm sure you guys would really, really appreciate. I know I do, and I appreciate Gregg. So I'm popping off the screen. Gregg's coming up, and I hope that our entire epic community enjoys this meditation. Thanks. And it's all yours, brother.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Samantha. I hope you enjoy. Hello there. I'm Gregg Kirk. You can find me at greggkirk.com. That's spelled Greggkirk. I'm a light worker, energy healer. I help patients of chronic illnesses like Lyme disease with physical treatments, natural treatments. But I also do energy healing in person with tuning forks, but also remotely over the phone. And if you're interested after this meditation is over in connecting with me, please go to my website at greggkirk.com and go to the upper navigation and click on the appointment link. And in fact, it is called Appointment Request. That's the link. Oh, and as a reminder, it looks like we've got a little tag there, connect with Gregg Kirk at my website. So Samantha kindly invited me today to talk about and then lead us in a meditation that you all can do on your own. Of course, you can come back and refer to this broadcast link to help remind you, but it's so simple that this is something that you can either add to your own daily practice, or if you have a day where you're overwhelmed and you really feel like you need to kind of reconnect with your own energy and get away from the madness of the outside world, this is something you can do. So this, the whole idea for this meditation and the background behind it came through as channeled information through the online group healing circles that I run every Sunday. And so again, you can check those out at greggkirk.com, but actually click on the event link and you can join those. They're only $20. And it's kind of like a spiritual lab where the original idea for the online group healing circles was healing on a personal level, but also on a group level. And now they have become also a conduit for channeled information. So I'm going to attempt right now to share my screen. Let's see how this works. Share screen. Okay. And
is it allowing you to do that, Gregg?
Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. So I don't see anyone, so hopefully I'm broadcasting okay. Let me just double check here to make sure. Oops.
You are. Yeah,
okay.
we have viewers and comments, and I gotcha.
Okay, excellent.
Okay.
So this came through. This information came through back in early December, where I was made aware. And it's the weird thing about it is this is something I've done hundreds and hundreds of energy sessions on various clients around the world, and have not ever noticed this or was not ever made aware of this spot. So over on the right here, I'm putting my cursor around it. There's an orb that exists in the very center of our chests. It's in the middle of our heart chakra. It's wrapped around what's called the pranic tube. That pranic tube is not something that's physical. It's a 2-inch diameter energetic tube that runs through the extent of your body from your crown chakra up here, all the way out your perineum, out where your root chakra is. In the very center of it, just, in the very center of your body is this area that I'll refer to as the higher self orb, or the spark of God. And why do I call it the spark of God? Because this has actually been referred to in the Bible when Jesus, or Yeshua, as his real name was talking to the Pharisees, and the Pharisees were kind of riddling him with questions and being very skeptical towards him. One of them said, when is the kingdom of God coming? And Jesus said, this is not something that is coming or will be, or with signs that are observed. This is not something that will just suddenly appear and people will say, lo, here it is. The kingdom of God is within you. And we've all probably heard this, a variation of this. The kingdom of heaven is within you. So it's in this orb. Okay. So, and this is where you are connected to the creator. It's got 50% creator energy in it. It's got 50% your energy in it. And this is where you are. This is like your spiritual umbilical cord. This is where you're connected to the expression of yourself as you are expressing yourself in this lifetime. So this is a very pivotal area to pay attention to. And okay, so that's really, I guess that's really all I need to discuss here. So I'm going to go back and unshare, stop screen. There we go. So one of the things that we've done in our meditations is we have gone in this orb, with our consciousness, and gone through to the other side, and found that on the other side of this orb is kind of like your own little personal universe. There's nothing there. It's darkness. It's nothingness. It's an area of purity where you are. There's only your energy and the creator's energy. That's not what we're going to do today, though. I just want to let you know that's something that you could do if you ever wanted to do it. What we're going to do today is we're going to focus on this area with our minds, with your mind's eye. And I'll lead you through the meditation. And now the purpose of this meditation is to build your energy up, to pull things through this orb. So this is one of those things where I've participated in a lot of meditations, guided meditations, where we're asking for things to come into our field. And I'm at a point now where I don't trust that anymore, because there's just too many forces that are looking for ways into our energy field. So I spend most of my time in energy healing sessions removing things from people because they've invited things in. So this is the opposite of that. We're not inviting anything in. We are going down deep inside of ourselves and pulling things through from where the creator is and where our energy is, and having it expand out into our auric field and our energy body. So if that sounds good to you, then I think you're going to enjoy this meditation today. Also, like I said, it's a very simple meditation, and it's something I recommend doing every day. I do it every day. I have my own meditative practice that lasts about 20 minutes to half an hour, and this is one of the things I've incorporated. One other aspect I just want to mention is we use a torsion field, Torsion. And what does that mean? Well, a torsion action is like if when you stir your coffee in the morning, when you spin it really, use the spoon and spin it in one direction very rapidly, you notice a vortex appears, a whirlpool or an eddy in the very center of your coffee cup. We're going to be doing something similar with our energy today, and I'll lead you through it, but we're going to start spinning energy around each of us like a hula hoop of energy, and it's going to start pulling the energy that we're asking for, the goodness, the good energy, the healing energy, the light codes, the wisdom, anything that we need right now in real time on earth to help us have a better life, to help us heal, to help us align us with our life paths, all of that. So it's nothing but goodness is going to come through and we're going to start to feel it heat up in the very center of us. So we focus on the orb at first, just to kind of open it up, and then we spin the torsion field around us, and then it expands. And it doesn't take very long. It's only going to take a few minutes here. So I wanted to do all of this kind of introduction and preamble and let you know where this came from, because I've never heard of, aside from the kingdom of heaven within you aspect, I've never heard of this orb area before, but until early December. And now it's become just a major part of my own practice, healing sessions that I do. I teach other patients this meditation. And so I hope you all enjoy it today. And let's get going. So what I'd recommend for everybody who's watching right now is a good thing to do would be to lie down right now. You can sit up if you want, but the idea is your spine needs to be straight. Your arms and legs should not be crossed, so they should be down at your side. And probably the best thing to do is to lie down. So I'm going to take my glasses off. I'm going to lean back a little bit. And I'm going to invoke Archangel Michael, Raphael, Saint Germain, all the guides, guardian angels, healing entities, and non-physical beings who have all of our best interests in mind. This is including people who are watching the live broadcast, as well as people who will watch the recorded version of this broadcast. We're asking for protection, healing, and guidance during this meditation today. We'd also like to establish that myself and the audience members are all sovereign beings practicing free will, and we do not give permission for anything or anyone to enter our fields or our bodies without our consent, and we do not allow the mingling of our energies during this meditation. Thank you all. Okay. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take a couple of deep breaths to get us in a meditative state. I'm going to describe it really quickly. We're going to breathe in through the nose, love, and visualize love, light, and healing going into your bodies. We're going to hold it in the belly for about 8 beats that I'll count off silently. And that's going to loosen anything that doesn't belong. And then we're going to breathe out through the mouth like we're blowing through a straw, or you're whistling. And it's a long exhale. It's not a short burst. It's a long 10-second exhale. And in that exhale, we're going to release anything that doesn't serve us. And that is going to go up to the Creator to be transmuted into love, light, and healing. So here we go now. Breathe in through the nose. Hold it. Release. In through the nose again. Hold it. Release. Last one, in through the nose. Hold it. Release. Okay, now we're ready. So at this point, I'd like you to take your internal visualization. It's best to do this with your eyes closed and with your mind's eye, and also just with your own senses. Start to feel and see the area that I described. It's just behind, about 6 inches or less behind your sternum, in the very center of your body. That's that orb area, a little bit bigger than a baseball maybe, that is in the very center of your body, in the center of your heart chakra. And start to feel your chest relax. Start to feel this area warm up a little bit, because it's full of love. And for those who can see, you'll start to see this orb rotate a little bit. It's starting to get a little brighter now. It usually has a combination of white and blue light in it. or white light with kind of a bluish cast or tint to it. And just relax and feel that for a little bit. Even this is just a good thing to do. This is something you could do if you're in a waiting room, we're waiting somewhere. Even, as long as it doesn't take too much attention away from your driving your car. What you're doing here is you're starting to build your auric field with really, really good stuff, really good energy that's coming from an area of purity, of energetic purity. So now we're going to use the torsion effect and start to really pull the good stuff through this orb, which is more or less a portal. So let's start spinning energy from left to right around you, like a hula hoop of energy, like you're a gyroscope. Start spinning, like the rings of Saturn are spinning around you. 360 degrees, just spinning all the way around you, and get that energy spinning. So now you're starting to feel that orb grow. Can you feel the warmth now of that orb? It's getting bigger now. And allow that, and it's actually getting brighter. The orb is growing in size. It's getting brighter. It's now the size of maybe a basketball. And feel that. Feel how relaxing and loving that feels. I worked with somebody this morning through an energy healing session, and she said this area was just actually, was heating up, like really, really, really hot for her without being uncomfortable. So if that's what you're experiencing, that's perfectly fine. It should feel like a very relaxing warmth or even heat that's coming from a place just in the very core of you. Like I said, from an area of energetic purity. So another thing that's happening now is this area is expanding out, almost, like a star almost, and it's pushing out anything that doesn't belong, of course, in your field. And now, for myself, I'm starting to see some chunks of things coming through this orb portal. They look like light codes. They look like sacred geometric patterns coming through. And continuing to spin this energy around us to keep the energy flowing here through this orb portal. And now the energy has gotten so strong and so big that an actual sphere is starting to form around our energetic field. It's big now. It's the size of us, with a little bit bigger. So it's your height plus maybe 6 inches from top to bottom. 6 inches up, space on top, 6 inches below your feet, as well as going all the way out around the sides of you to make a perfect sphere. And the interesting thing about this sphere is it's spinning as well, and it has created a hard kind of crust or force field around you. So nothing bad or negative or invasive can enter this. And it also keeps the good things that are within you in this sphere, things that you've been pulling through this orb, they're staying in this like a snow globe. So there's things flying around. Sometimes I see electrical arcs. Like I said, light codes. I see white kind of gas. This is all beautiful, great energy. And it's just swirling around inside this sphere where your energy body is. And it's, like I said earlier, it's nothing but good stuff for you. It is, and also by this torsion action, you're being realigned with your life's path. This is like a spiritual chiropractic session going on at the same time. So you're being put back on your timeline. If you've gotten shaken off of it, you've got put back into alignment with who you are as a person and who you agreed to be before you took this life. All of these things are happening at once. So this very simple meditation realigns you, puts you back into where you should be in your life right now. And it also gives you information. You're getting downloads right now that you may not be conscious of, you will be conscious of them later. So they'll start to come through as just sudden wisdom that you're understanding. These downloads are time released. Many of them will come to you in your dreams. And many of them will just come to you as you're going about your life. Suddenly you'll be struck with this idea or this information that will be a pivotal packet of information that you need at a certain time in a certain place. So the guides are telling me now we've all pretty much filled up. This is like a filling station of we've just filled our tanks to the brim with everything that we need. And we're going to slow down the torsion action now. We're going to thank Archangel Michael, Raphael, Saint Germain, all the guides, guardian angels, healing entities, and non-physical beings who have our best interests in mind. Please allow all of us to integrate this energy, wisdom, and healing with grace and ease. And thank you once again for this information and the knowledge of this very special higher self meditation. Okay, so just start to feel yourself, your consciousness go back into your physical body. And very gently just feel yourself go back in your body, and you can stretch. You can open your eyes. You can give thanks. And that is it.
Wow. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know that I'm not even really grounded right now.
Okay.
Thank you. It was very, very powerful. And I love that you gave us the tools to do this on our own.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to thank everybody who participated in the meditation. And I ask that, if this resonated with you, please share it with those that you love. I myself saw some white and purple, and I felt a little bit of heat, but also almost like a bubbling in my chest, which is beautiful. Yeah. So I'm excited, and as we spoke earlier, I know that you have a slide presentation more in depth, so we'll definitely have you back for that.
Okay.
And as everybody continues on with their evening, take it easy on yourself. Remember that you are loved and you are love, and that the kingdom that Gregg spoke of is within. And honor yourselves and honor those that you love. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 for Epic Interviews with David O'Brien. We're going to have a conversation about deliberate leadership. And I want to thank Gregg again from the Lyme Recovery Clinic. And also you can find out more about Gregg at www.greggkirk.com. I want to thank Lisa and Colleen and everybody that's watching. Much love. And I'll send you the link, okay, for this. All right?
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Samantha.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you.
I enjoyed it very much. So I love being your guest. You guys are great.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me and Lisa to receive tonight. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Peace out, everybody. Love yous. Bye.
Bye-bye.